Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. It is me, Desiree, and we are here today to talk about this little palette from Wet n Wild. So this is the Color Icon palette in the shade Call Me Sunshine. This is what it looks like. Of course, there's the outer packaging. And here is the inner portion. You get you get 10 shades. This is the one that I decided to pick up because it's just a little more unique to my collection, I guess, as if at this point, I don't know if anything's really unique to my collection. I'm sure if I looked in enough palettes, I could come up with shades like this, but I don't have a whole palette like this. And this is the only one of the palettes they came out with that really like spoke to me, and I was like, okay, fine, I'll try it. And I bought this with the intention of this palette being Wet n Wild's last chance for eyeshadow. Like, this was the last thing I was gonna try as far as their eyeshadows go, because ever since they redid the packaging and they redid the formula from their old Color Icon palettes, like the big square ones, it's awful. To me personally, I think they downgraded the formula. I don't think it's good at all. No one ever talks about it anymore, not like they used to, where it used to be kind of iconic. And now I kind of find it to be forgettable. But of course they're redoing it again, and this is what it looks like now. These were $4.99. I did only get one, and I got it at Target. And this is awesome. This is so good. I am gonna swatch it. I am gonna do a little demo, which is why I have no eyeshadow on right now. I'm thoroughly impressed with this palette. There's only one shade that is a dud, but I will of course get to that one. Thoroughly impressed with this. The formula is pigmented and blendable. All of the shades in here go really well together. Like, I feel like they curated the color selection here really, really well. I love this palette. I love it so much. I kind of wish I grabbed another one now. They have one that's like kind of red and pinky one. I wish I got it. I don't need it. I probably won't go get it. I don't know. Because now I'm like getting all excited and I'm like, I need another one. But dang, this is really, really, really good. Let me do a little demo real quick, and then I'll swatch it and we'll talk about the formula. I'll show you that one dud shade. But I love this. I love this so much. I have nothing bad to say, like, about anything. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. Don't mind my eyebrows, they don't look very good, but I want to show you the little demo I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna start with with this one here, just all over the lid. It's a really beautiful matte, like mustardy yellow shade, like a mustard brown. So pretty. They are, hopefully you can see this, we'll see, kind of like powdery, and they kick up a lot in the pan, but I don't mind that. I'd rather have that than something so firmly pressed that you can't pick it up at all. I also don't remember, actually I remember their old formula doing that, but none of their new ones have. I just find them to be really firmly pressed and nothing that's really exciting to me. And I just don't like them. But this, I love it so much. All right, so I'm just gonna blend this all over the lid. I wore this yesterday and I didn't want to wash it off. I was like, this is so pretty. I love these super yellow mustardy tones. Really beautiful fall palette too, if you're kind of into, you know, what am I talking about? Seasonal makeup, you know, where you bust out things for certain seasons. This is definitely a fall time eyeshadow palette. Then I'm gonna go in with, see how much it like dusts up. You can see all the pokes I've made in it just in the couple times I've used it, or a couple times I dipped into it just now. Anyway, I'm gonna go in with this one right here with the little brush. That one too, really, really soft. Tap off your excess. But what I've noticed that even, like, I didn't tap off the excess each time I put on that yellow. And I find that even if I don't tap it off, like all of it, it still blends really, really, really nicely. And I just love all these colors. They all go together so well. If you have this one or you have any of the other ones, let me know what you think. Do you think this is an improvement on their old formula? Do you wish you had the old formula? Not an old formula. I think of the formula they have now, like right before they released these. I don't like that formula. Do you feel like you loved it? Is this one, do you hate this one now? Let me know the other palettes you have. Let me know your thoughts in general. I love reading your comments, and I would love to know your opinions on these new Wet n Wild palettes. Because literally this was gonna be Wet n Wild's last chance. All right, I'm gonna go back with this yellow, this first one here on the lower lash line. I'm also gonna be putting on mascara in this video because I feel like mascara just brings it all together. And I'm also using a new mascara as well. Oh, I just love this shade. It's so pretty. I'm also going to take that same one I used on the outer corner. I'm going to take a little bit of that and put this on the outer corner here. I wish I was one of those people that did like a heavy under eye, like a lower lash line. I've seen people get like brushes like this and just like dust around like this, and I'm like, if I do that, it goes all the way down here and I just look crazy. I don't know how they do it. I'm going to get a tiny bit of this dark one here and put that also on the outer corner. I think I'm going to put some of that up on the top too, just to kind of bring a little more depth. I also think I want to do a little more of that first shade. I want a little more yellow here. And one thing I was afraid of with these palettes is that, because once I started using the mattes, I was like, oh my god, these mattes are amazing. I thought that the shimmers wouldn't stick onto the lid, like, because sometimes shimmers don't stick well on top of powder, but these seem like they do. It seems like it sticks pretty well. So what I'm doing right now, I'm just taking this shade and then tapping one time in here, like I'm getting this, tapping once and then tapping off the excess to kind of deepen the outer corner a little bit more, but not, like, I don't want it too deep. Also, dark shades like that, I just make a mess. So just a little something. And you see how quick it came together, how easily these blended. I'm like shocked, I tell you, shocked at how beautiful this is. So then I'm gonna take a brush and this one right here on the outer corner, this one here on the outside of the palette, and put that on the inner corner. Just for a little pop of, I don't know, something. Just a little brightness there. And then I'm going to take this one, hold on. I feel like I got it too far down here. All right, I wanna take, I think this one right here on my ring finger, and I'm going to pat that on the lid. And you see how easy it went on, like you don't have to wet them to get them to stick. It's not the most amazing shimmer of all time, but it's really good. And it does stick onto the lid really nicely. I also haven't, I was gonna say I haven't received any fallout. I haven't noticed any fallout using these. I'm gonna check real quick before I zoom out. But I didn't have any yesterday when I used them, and a few days ago either. Like, I have no mirror. Let me see. Oh, okay. No fallout. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Look how easy that came together. I am gonna do some mascara real quick. Awesome. I thought I was gonna zoom in really close first. I'm gonna use the Maybelline Sky High mascara. This one has been freaking amazing. This is one of those mascaras I feel is going to be one they keep forever, that it's going to be one of their iconic ones, that it's going to be, I don't know, it deserves all the hype it gets. That's all I got to say. I'm going to put some on real quick, and then I will swatch that palette out. I'm not going to build this up like I normally would. I'm just going to put some on so I don't look crazy with no eyelashes the rest of the video. But I'll build it up here in a little bit. Or not here in a little bit, after I end the video. This mascara does take some getting used to because this wand is kind of weird. It kind of reminds me of the L'Oreal Miss Manga mascara wand, where it was really flexible. That's how this one feels. It's really bendy. You can't really feel it combing through your lashes because it kind of, you just can't feel it that much. But anyway, there's that for now. That's it. Look how quick that came together. This palette was so well done. I'm like shocked how much I like it. Let's swatch it. So you do get 4 mattes in this one and 6 shimmers. I'm just gonna swatch the first row. There's one shade in here, like I've used all of these shimmers with my fingers, and one of my criteria for shimmers is I have to be able to use it with my fingers, because if it gives me hard pan, I'm never gonna use it, because I always use shimmer eyeshadow with my fingers. But there's the first row there. There's one in that top row that's really awful. I haven't swatched it yet. I'll do it at the end. And then here's these ones. There's 4 more there. And these don't have shade names or anything, so... Oh, dang, look how those swatch. They feel really, really good, too. They don't just swatch good. They feel good. They perform really well. And then there's the last matte one here. All right. That's the whole palette with the exception of the really bad one. And that is this one right here. This is the one, it looks really good on your finger. I have mascara on my finger too. It looks really nice, like it might be a red, yellow kind of duochrome shade. But the first time I went to use this, it immediately got hard pan. Like I haven't even been able to use it. It's just completely sealed over and it's not, to me, worth the trouble to try to get it to work because the rest of the palette is so good. I'm okay with that shade kind of not being there, but I will try to swatch it. Let's do it right here. I mean, I could get a swatch out of it, but I can't get it enough to use it on my eyes. Anyway, that is it. Let me know what you think of this palette. I freaking love it. I think it's so pretty. It's so well done. Definitely a home run for Wet n Wild. I'm actually shocked because this was the last time I was gonna buy their eyeshadows, and it's awesome. And it also says that it's vegan, which is awesome. Anyway, that is it. Let me know what you think. Have you tried any of these palettes? Do you love them? Do you hate them? Let me know your thoughts and opinions as always, and I'll see you later in another video. Goodbye.